FWF Friendship Wrestling Federation, and welcome to our tournament. My name is Jack.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're here
We're
to bring
calling this
you...
tournament the Meet Cute Tournament for the FWF Championship.
Yes, what better way to start a federation than to absolutely crown a champion in our first ever pay-per-view.
And here we're having a look at the roster, and this is your first time for the folks at home seeing the kind of talent we've been able to bring to this new format of wrestling. Let's talk about some of them, Jack.
All right, so first match of the night is going to be Shrek the Ogre versus Undertaker. Now, Shrek, he's a bit older. Some say he's past his athletic prime, but I think there's a lot in the tank still.
I think so too. He wants to prove outside of the kingdom where he's from, that he can stand with the best, and what better way to do that than against the Undertaker, who has been a legend for the last 30 years, but has himself sort of fallen on harder times recently, and that's part of the reason we could secure him at FWF.
Absolutely. I mean, the Undertaker has been wrestling longer than most of us have been alive. That's the in-ring experience beyond recognition, basically.
And we're going to see how that measures up against just the heroic capability of everyone's favorite ogre.
Absolutely. Moving on to the second match of the night, this is an interesting one, Andrew, to say the least. We got Data from Star Trek.
It's the battle of the androids. Data versus TNG versus Android 18 of Dragon Ball Z.
Data, known for his intelligence, of course, the ability to, I believe he never forgets anything. Is that true?
I think you could say that, and also what I'm interested to see play out is how the different purposes those androids were built for come to clash in the squared circle tonight. The computing, intellectual ability, and humanity emulation of Data versus just the physical power and fighting capability of Android 18, built to just be one of the most devastating martial combatants of all time.
It's true, I can't wait. Moving on from that match, we'll see Jeff Probst versus Nyla Rose, the Native Beast.
And Jeff Probst, again, someone whose career outside of wrestling has kind of led him into it. What a lot of people don't know about Jeff is over the years traveling with Survivor, as he found time to train in various martial arts of the regions they were filming in, and the result is just a technical monster in the ring. So I'm excited to see what he can do against AEW's current women's champion, Nyla Rose, who we're very lucky to have here at FWF tonight.
Absolutely, and as you say, Jeff's a technical monster. Nyla Rose, just a powerhouse monster in general. So it'll be an interesting clash of styles here. Jeff's going to try to, use his strengths to sort of get Nyla, down, ground her, maybe put a few submissions on. He's heavy on the holds, but we'll see if Nyla allows it.
Absolutely, that's going to be an interesting match. And the winner of that will take on the winner of the final match of the quarterfinals, Kota Ibushi versus Buffy Summers.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much to say here. There's a couple of tough fighters, and I'm really looking forward to that one. To tell you the truth.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, Kota is an absolute heartthrob and amazing athlete in the ring. So look into some maybe photos of him if you're not familiar with Kota's looks. Yeah, not Kota, to say that his wrestling is any less impressive.
Kota, the favorite wrestler of one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Kenny Omega. So I'll say that.
With that endorsement, let's head into the tournament.
Yep. So as you guys can see, we're going to get through as many matches as we can tonight. There's a possibility that the winner will fight 3 times tonight to prove themselves, to get the belt, to hoist the belt above their head. And we'll kick it off.
We're going to kick it off. It seems like Data is pulling ahead as a crowd favorite. We have a prediction from dennisrodmansmanager Buffy versus Data. Key Dark, lol, Data is trash. Key Dark.
Wow.
That's sort of harsh words. Auto off.
What does auto mean?
That means I think we won't. It will like not show us the match since we're not playing it. So we got to keep auto off.
Keep it off. Oh, all wrestlers will be computer controlled. Well, they already were.
Okay, we like that. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the results of tonight's matches are happening as we see them. It's a real live sports event.
You'll be as surprised as you are. And welcoming to the ring, Shrek the Ogre. Gotta love the musical.
He is looking good. The Green Onion coming to the ring. I don't have my vitals in front of me, but ooh, that is a little slap to the ass that he just showed.
And of course, the Dead Man. Probably one of the only people brave enough to take on Shrek the Ogre in the first round, or not be scared at least. I mean, he is
seriously he has risen, and the Taker does not fear anything. Here he comes, stepping through the ropes easily. His gloves matching the beautiful purple fabric we have on the FWF turnbuckle.
The bell has rung for the first ever FWF official tournament match. I'm thrilled. Shrek, going for an absolutely dominant move there, throwing Taker down by his head and trying to pin him with his foot.
Within seconds of the first match, we almost had a winner. And that is just showing Shrek's tenacity and how much he wants this.
Now the combo of trying to pin him with one foot and then 2 low blows is really showing a disrespect for the veteran, the wrestling legend, The Undertaker.
Hey, but if you're going into the ring against the Dead Man, you have to bring everything you can do. As we've seen in his legendary career, he is not going to go down without a fight. So I don't blame Shrek for resorting to what you might call dirty tactics.
As he hits him with a 3rd low blow. And if Ref Aubrey's going to allow it, Ref Aubrey's going to allow it. We gave her the reins. She knows when to turn on the gas. She knows when to say no. She knows when to say what's what. So it's in her hands.
She does. We trust Aubrey. And what are the rules for tonight's matches? Should we fill the folks in at home?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Andrew. So we're going to see normal matches, meaning that, if you go out of the ring, you're going to start to get a count. If you try to pull out a foreign object, might not be allowed. It's a standard wrestling match all around. Ooh, another quick pin by Shrek. Now Shrek will not quit with that head slam and low blow combo, which seemed to be really taking it out of the Taker.
It does. It seems like he's targeting the 2 areas that men are known to think with, the crotch and the head.
4th low blow. Oh, and Shrek. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, what do you call that?
That looked like some form of a Bronco Buster, but a headstand Bronco Buster is what I'd call it.
I think that could have been the Somebody Slam that we've heard so much about. Oh, to the outside.
Now you'll notice one thing is that Taker got up really quick after getting tossed out of the ring. He's not going to go down without a fight, and he never has. Shrek bringing him up to the top rope. Oh, and Taker's able to reverse.
Oh. And Taker's going to go for something here? No.
He teased us. Oh, not that easy, Shrek. Sorry, bud. Going for a pile driver, and the Undertaker says no. Shrek making good use of his elbow. He's using a lot of elbow, he's using a lot of foot. The extremities, obviously, key in wrestling,
Absolutely. And I don't even want to think about the kind of calluses and strength that build up on an ogre elbow.
No, it's not pleasant to think about. Huge backdrop. I love the time suplex there, the weight. Just letting the blood rush to his opponent's head a little bit before throwing him down for the slam. Known to sort of cause a little bit of delusion. Is that what you said?
That's what you'd say. And personally, I've always had a problem with that move. As I see a lot of wrestlers almost just submitting to the fact that they're gonna endure a delayed standing suplex like that. Not enough guys trying to struggle and get out of there.
It's true. I mean, I wonder if it's using the energy to get out maybe is not worth it in the long run. Better to take the bump. We'll never really know.
Yeah. It's true, and it is dangerous trying to wriggle out of a headlock like that when you are not in control of the situation.
The dead man signaling for the tombstone. Will we get it? Shrek with the reversal. My goodness gracious. It's not often you see anyone reverse the dead man's tombstone pile driver. I'll say that. Shrek is in a league of his own.
Absolutely. Oh. Still got chucked down there.
And a rare Boston Crab out of the Undertaker. Not known for his submissions at all, but more of a sleeper hold kind of guy. But I guess.
But as you said, Shrek was a bit older, so targeting the joints like that is a smart move. But their Shrek did not seem to be old at all with it. Almost quick victory over the Taker.
Andrew, would you say that Shrek's getting a little ahead of himself here? I mean, he's used a few. I'd say overconfidence. A little bit of overconfidence here. That pin sitting on his chest, you know, you want to get that leg hook, you want to get that leverage. He's taking it easy on an absolute legend. Oh, and then he hits him with a devastating spear. That'll rattle your bones.
That will. Oh, and going to the top rope.
If that had connected, I'd say it's over, to be honest with you.
I agree, and the Taker is lucky he managed to get up when he did. Oh.
Now Taker threw Shrek out of the ring. I thought he was going to use the time to get a rest, but no, he comes out and attacks him.
Well, he is. And here they are brawling outside of the ring. Clearly both men willing to do what's necessary to get the win. It's halfway to the count out, and neither seem particularly interested in it.
Oh my goodness! Undertaker with a chokeslam out of the ring. Oh my goodness, is he going to win this on a... Shrek is up. Never mind. Have you ever seen anyone recover from a chokeslam that fast, Andrew? And I want an honest opinion.
No, folks. We're sitting just right there, and we can see there is not much padding on the concrete floor of this arena, and Shrek's body just went straight down onto it. Again! He's looking to kill the ogre.
I'm shocked. I'm in shock. Shrek, no.
Oh, Probst.
It looks like Undertaker's back. May have kissed the pole there. That was a...
He is dazed. He barely got in there at 17. This is a great way to open up our inaugural FWF Championship tournament, the Meet Cute Night 1. Both men just putting on an incredible display for all the folks at home watching with us. And don't be afraid to share and tell folks on your social media what you think of the FWF.
Yeah, we're here and we're here to stay.
We're here to stay. It's true. We have a lot of exciting ideas and content to bring you in the future, and a lot of good talent like Dennis Rodman you saw earlier. Eager to join the ranks.
Shrek trying that fancy pin again, and he go. Oh my! Before our eyes.
Before our eyes, we have Shrek, the winner, first quarterfinals match. With that, we don't really know what that move's called. That fancy Hurricane Rana to the pin.
Yeah, it's an incredible move. They're calling it a Frankensteiner in the game here, and we'll just see, I suppose.
The Green Onion. It's been dubbed by Dennis Rodman's manager and Ogarim. I deem that as worthy of a name as any, honestly.
Wow,
can't believe it.
What an entrance. What a first match.
That was an incredible first match, and I'm very excited to see how the tournament progresses with Shrek facing off against the winner of this match here, Lieutenant Commander Data.
Imagine being backstage and watching that first match and thinking to yourself, if I win my match, I now have to face Shrek.
Well, something tells me Data must have just been confused about meeting his first target, or processing it at least. So fighting him is a whole other thing. We have Android 18, also known as Android 18.
One name only, please.
Okay, the Battle of the Androids. You can see the difference in their the time they were made based on the pallor of their skin.
Wow, an interesting start. No one can really find the upper hand here.
No, the calculations being done in both of those supercomputers they call brains are absolutely astounding right now.
Oh, reverse tombstone from Data to open the match. That's a big move to throw out there early. Wow, and he's going to land it twice.
And I've heard that Data downloaded an entire database of professional wrestling moves from Earth's history from his time, so that goes far into our future. Just taking the best moves, picking and choosing the moveset that was going to have the best statistical probability of winning a match. So we're here to see that tonight.
Yeah, an incredible strategy. If you have the ability to do it, you have the ability to do it. An unlimited moveset?
Unlimited, he was just there with a torture graph. We see citruspear in the chat. Never seen Data looking so buff. I would agree. He's clearly been working out for the tournament or doing some kind of upgrading.
Absolutely. Can you download muscle? I wouldn't mind that. Am I right? Oh.
You're gonna replicate them. Oh, a little. Where are we going?
Now, we've seen Data miss that spear twice now. It's making me realize that Android 18 must know something we don't. That spear might be pretty heavy hitting. We'll have to look to see if he lands it.
Perhaps he's able to anticipate the calculations his subroutines are doing and just anticipate that one algorithm further.
Now, we really haven't seen much offense at 18 here, and I'm surprised to say that.
I am as well. She was signed up for this tournament, and we feared that she might just be able to run away with it because of her fighting background. Against the likes of Super Saiyans and Cell and things like that, but clearly some time off has been unkind to her aggressive nature because she was failing to put out any offense against the Lieutenant Commander as it stands right now.
We're definitely seeing what they call in the business a little ring rust.
Well, here we are with the submission attempt.
Now Android 18 we can tell is a little bit more tired because after applying the submission, Data actually recovered first and got up. Oh, another attempt for the spear, but he's not going to get it. I don't know. If he gets that, I'll be hopping out of my seat.
Yeah, there's just something to when a wrestler is trying to go for a move and can't quite get it, and when they finally succeed, you can feel that relief in their body as well.
Yeah. I mean, you come in with a game plan. It's not always going to work out, but you got to try to execute it to the best of your ability anytime you can. And we're seeing a lot of Android 18 really working the ankle on Data here. That's maybe I didn't get the injury report on Data. He seemed to be clean, but maybe Android 18 knows something about that foot.
Absolutely, and in turn, Data seems to be working the back. So who knows what kind of schematic information both of these androids have about each other. And it does seem like Android is focusing on the back of the head and the spine.
Absolutely, and you know what? It's not a bad position. I mean, if Android 18 was to sort of disconnect the spine to the head of Data, I'd have to imagine it'd be quite devastating for him.
It would, and would we see the fight continue once his head was separated? We don't know the kind of operating capacities of either android once they've been dismembered. Oh, and another 2 count there for Data, but not quite.
Scoop Slam lifts up Android 18, gives a taunt, and then throws a flying knee. That's a aggressive pin right there. And he's going to get a 2.9.
Only a 2.9 for that. And you can see Aubrey Edwards there, our trusted FWF official, making sure everything was timed properly. Thank you, Aubrey.
And we just spoke about the delayed suplex, but that was a delayed spiral And the Android team still kicks out.
There's no way. What is that move? The Tour of the Stars? That move. It seemed like Android 18 was suspended there for as long as Voyager's entire journey, in my mind.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Another reverse tombstone. That's been a go-to for Data this match, and it's clearly working. And the elbow drop. A little shout-out to Macho Man Randy Savage, perhaps. A double elbow drop.
He's just using the greatest moves from professional wrestling history as determined by his computer. Oh, another miss. Something is off with the spear algorithm. That's like 6 spear misses.
It's incredible the amount that he's missed that and still has been able to sort of keep the upper hand in the match.
Absolutely. There you can see Android just focusing again on the head and neck with some strange tactics on Data.
Looks like she whipped him she got Data into the corner, but she passed out. So she's clearly spending a lot of energy.
And there was a rapid series of blows that made the anime so famous.
Oh, we got a rear naked chokehold right here. Wow, this is looking good. This is very, I thought that Data might have to tap there. That's wild. But he makes it out.
He was going for a submission hold, really smart strategy on any non-human entity. I mean, are they even feel pain? Or is it more just a physics game, pinning their shoulders to the mat?
That's a great question, Andrew, because does Data breathe air?
Exactly. What is the purpose of a chokehold? Maybe some of the those more familiar with Android schematics in the chat can fill us in, but oh, 2-point down kick for Android. Oh, a bit delayed, but I can't help but be startled by the action unfolding before my eyes.
Andrew, I hate to tell you, what a quick decision. Data with the win.
Data with the win, and I think what is worth commenting there is on the inhuman momentum of that match. Both wrestlers just taking massive bumps and then turning it around and into something of their own in a breath of a moment.
But yeah, that was a quick hitting match, quick pace. They both got tired. Here comes my pick of the night. Now, it's not that I'm just a huge Survivor fan. It's all the things that you mentioned, the training, the laser focus. This guy has been destined for his entire life. I don't think he's going to bring true professionalism into the ring. It's Jeff Probst.
And yeah, he's succeeded in everything he's ever done, and even though the only thing he's ever done is Survivor, not many people can say that.
That's true. 40 seasons? Come on.
40 seasons. Well, that's something we can only hope to attain as fledgling television entrepreneurs. For those of you who may have missed the intro, I'm Andrew, and this is Jack, and we are the EVPs of FWF.
Absolutely.
As Nyla Rose made her way to the ring.
Now Jeff opening this match up strong. And you can see this martial arts background that you're talking about, Andrew. He's really laying in the strikes, but Nyla says no. Throws him down. We got a scoop from Jeff.
Using the power advantage that she's got over Jeff.
Absolutely.
Jeff wearing his trademark blue there tonight.
Trademark blue and those nice tacky shorts. And quick dry shoes, I would imagine. He's in the water quite a bit, and it doesn't seem to faze him at all.
Not at all.
Now, one thing I wanted to bring up is that earlier backstage, being a huge Survivor fan, tried to get a word in with Jeff, and he actually wouldn't speak to me. He wouldn't speak to anyone. He was sitting in his room, staring straight ahead. No response, no answer. He's got his eyes on the prize. He's thinking of that belt. He wants that belt, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get it.
Absolutely. Just says he didn't even have any ear pods in or anything. He was just focused.
No ear pods.
And here we can see going for a leg submission from Nyla, but it was nice one.
I think something that we can say quick out of the gate here, Andrew, is that this is a pretty even matchup. I mean, the power and the submissions are really coming into play. They're sort of wrestling the way that we thought they might. They're sort of wrestling into a way that we know they can. but I didn't expect it to be so even.
I didn't really either, and it's really anyone's match. Ooh.
Jeff with the running knee, actually devastating look.
And you can hear the fans tonight at the sold-out Friendship Center. Those lucky enough here to not be in quarantine, wherever we are.
It's true. It's true. Special screening, of course, happened, and there's lots of sanitizer in there. Where you know, it's a safely run business. Don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Everybody signed their waivers.
Yeah, you think we're about the money? It's about the love. It's about the friendship.
It's about the friendship, because at the end of the day, you said Jeff was just staring straight ahead, but when I went back into that locker room, it was like a party back there. Everybody was just chilling, hanging out, you know.
Yeah, there was an eerie calmness, and there was an eerie focus, but you know, I thought that Jeff, he's not coming out as strong as he sort of portrayed with that, you know, no talking to anyone sort of demeanor. But
yeah, you know,
when you take on the native beast Nyla Rose, there's not much you can really control.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from where we're sitting too how much purchase and pain he's putting on with those submission holds, and how much those are going to factor in, or if Nyla's strength is really just is helping her resist those holds.
It's true. It's true. He's getting it. You know, he's getting the odd one in, but we're not seeing him stick it for very long, right? She's kicking out. She's grabbing the rope. Really great ring awareness by Nyla here.
Well, again, we have a traditional kind of non-wrestler personality type who's made his way into the FWF. Oh, okay. Fighting against a proven champion in professional wrestling, so no one can really say who's going to win these matches.
Now, I gotta say that I think that Jeff might be... Oh my goodness, and there it is. I was gonna say, Jeff's trying to put Nyla away early, and made me think that perhaps he knew that if he kept this going longer, the advantage was falling to Nyla. And he does what he set out to do. He gets the win.
Well, again, we went into that match saying that there's nothing Jeff Probst does not succeed at. Dark joining back up. Welcome back with us, Data One and Jeff Probst versus Nyla Rose, current AEW Women's Champion. And an amazing wrestler, but Jeff took the victory. Fuck Jeff, I hate him. So
Wow. Strong opinions on Jeff. Not really a heel in my eyes, but Ibushi man.
Ogarim's bracket is busted. Oh, and here comes the hunk himself, Kota Ibushi, the Golden Star, one half of the Golden Lovers Tag Team, and winner of all our hearts. Look at the shading on those pectorals.
I can't wait for you guys to see what kind of things Kota Ibushi pulls off.
Not either, and here comes his opponent, Buffy Summers. And she has been imbued with the Slayer Force to be a devastating adversary of the PPV Darkness. We'll see how that factors in against the wrestling awareness.
If you can beat up a vampire, could you not beat up a wrestler? I don't know. We'll see how these differences sort of come out here.
Looks like Buffy's kind of the fan favorite going into this match, just looking at our friends in the chat here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, how could you not want to see Buffy holding that big purple belt? Teaser. Sorry.
A little bit of an eye gouge there. Ooh, Kota with a huge missile dropkick.
Now this match is living up to the hype. It's the fast pace that I expected it to be. And
they're going right in.
Yeah, no time to waste. They knew who they're fighting. They got Jeff next, and they want to figure out.
Oh, a test of strength.
Another test of strength. Reversed.
And again, we were very lucky with Buffy Summers to be able to, for her to fit us into her schedule, her busy high school schedule, and have time for these wrestling matches. So,
yeah.
Thanks to Buffy being part of this federation.
She actually organized to have her midterms early, and that shows a dedication to both school and wrestling, which is something that we really look forward to, and we really look for in FWF.
Absolutely.
Kota with a series of dropkicks. This He's getting away from Buffy a little bit. I don't want to say it, but oh, and a double stomp on the belly there. Dakota really getting those legs involved, which I'm not surprised. He's a master of kicks.
Good step up and Zagari there by Buffy.
Buffy's not backing down. Let's say that.
No. Did she back down to Angel? Did she back down to Spike? Did she back down to the Master? No. Did she back down to Fate? She's not going to back down to the Golden Star. That's for sure.
A little bit of a quick pin. I don't mind that, testing the waters there. But we know as well as anyone, Dakota's not getting pinned there. Not enough.
Definitely. I think this tale has a lot of telling still to do in this amazing physical dialogue these two performers are putting on for us.
It is an incredible display. Dakota with the Hurricanrana. We're seeing a lot of, I mentioned this earlier with Nyla Rose, some ring awareness. Now, everybody's doing the drag technique. They're making sure their opponent is not close to the ropes when they want to lock in a pin, when they want to lock in a submission. These people, they have their eye on the prize. If we haven't said it enough, I mean, if no one's proved it enough, they want to win.
Oh, absolutely. And that may have something to say too with our FWF ring is modeled more after a New Japan ring than the kind of larger WWE ring some fans may be used to. So getting away from the ropes is more important in our tournaments and events than ever before, really.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. Oh, and a double knee drop off the top rope from Buffy. Huge maneuver.
Right to the spine of Ibushi. The well-chiseled spine of Ibushi.
I mean, if there is one person who I think could take a double knee to the spine and, have a laugh afterwards, would be Kota Ibushi.
He is an absolute specimen for sure.
He's more muscle than man.
Oh. Chiseled spine, yes, key dart. Oh, Buffy hard to get outside. Getting some time to rest though. We've seen Buffy using a lot of kind of kick techniques, and we've got to watch out for her finishing technique, the Slayer kick. If Kota takes one of those, I don't think he's getting up.
Yeah. Actually, so far her in-ring career, no one has kicked out of it.
It's true. It's true. It's kind of if you're a fan of her television career, you've seen that move in countless kind of graveyard fight scenes.
Andrew, just a little personal information. When I was a young boy, I was flipping around channels on the television, Oh, we got a kick. Sorry, 1 second. Sweet chin music from Buffy. Oh, she can't finish it. That's a close one, though. And I saw a scene from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There was a vampire on a beach, potentially eating another sweet chin music.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. The Slayer kick,
that
Andrew?
Slayer kick.
Oh, my
Was that enough? It hasn't been enough twice. That just shows you the will and determination of the Golden Star Kota Ibushi.
We're seeing history here. That's not only one kick out from that move, it's two. And Buffy gets the win! And
clearly those Slayer kicks took their toll, and then it was that acrobatic kind of offense she put out after that sealed it away. And the crowd was loving it here at the Friendship Center.
Oh my goodness, they couldn't be more excited for Buffy, and you know what, I am too. That's a great matchup. Buffy versus Jeff? I'll take two.
Wow.
I'll have what they're having.
I think the next round of our tournament is nothing but solid gold, if you ask me, honestly. We've got Shrek the Ogre versus David the Android coming up next.
Andrew, who's your favorite in this coming out of round one? With what you saw, who do you think takes it here?
I absolutely just have to go with Shrek. I'm familiar with his career in the Indies, and then after that in Shrek 1, Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek 4, ever after. And I know that he's just wants to bring home the goal to the kids, and that kind of ogre-manity, you could call it, is what is going to set him apart from the android Data, who we see coming in here now. Beautiful music from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, serenading the whole crowd.
What about you, Jack? Who's your pick?
I'm gonna have to go with Shrek myself. Just the sheer power, the sheer will. The thing that I'm kind of curious about, he goes for the Data with the spear off the bat. He still has not landed a spear at this tournament. Wow. But when he gets that, are we not going to be thrilled?
I am going to get out of my seat. That is for sure. Shrek has 4 ears. That is true.
Yeah, that's true. I think that maybe those human set of ears are perhaps a decoy. You know, get the opponents off. They're like, hey, 4 ears. It's a very common trope in wrestling. It's something we see all the time.
It is. It started as a gimmick, but at this point, it's become a trope.
Another low blow from Shrek, which seems to be his favorite move in the tournament. You know, I gotta question. Listen, I'm not one to question the great Aubrey Edwards, one of the greatest referees of our lifetime, but she's letting a lot go.
She is, but you know, we are doing regular matches here tonight, but we're excited that we're going to be bringing the viewers at home some more extreme style wrestling matches in the future. So it's kind of in the middle, you know. I feel like Aubrey is doing a good job giving us a good amount of action and letting the wrestlers really fight in there.
It's true. It's true.
It seems like the viewers here they don't have a clear favorite, or some of them are even siding with Data against our predictions. So,
wow, citruspear. But you know what? There's no losing here. Either way, a great guy wins the round. I love that mentality, and I agree.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself, honestly. That is both great characters, great people.
Now, I just want to speak a little bit to the skill and power that would take. And we've got, unfortunately, Data has been busted open.
Busted? Is that blood or some kind of servo fuel? Wow. Was that just the impact of Shrek's knee, or was it when he went into the turnbuckle?
Now Shrek almost, I think it was in the turnbuckle.
This is the first blood we've seen shed at FWF, but I'm certain it will not be the last. Oh, putting the foot on the chest, but it wasn't enough. He got his shoulder up.
Oh, we got to... The strength that Data is showing tonight is absolutely remarkable.
You know, everybody knows Shrek is big, but sitting here ringside and looking up and seeing that ogre and his shadow in the ring, it is incredible what Data is doing, just whirling him around like that. Truly inhuman.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of one other person that I could imagine could get Shrek up on their shoulders that easily. The reverse pile driver. Oh, Data teases us with a little top rope dance there. He's up, he's down. Now, Shrek! I've never seen a move like that in my life. If that didn't finish Data, I don't know what. If he kicked out of that, he's the champion in my eyes.
Was that the somebody slam? I've heard of this move, but never. That must have been the somebody slam.
That's it, the somebody slam, which Shrek has mastered and no one has ever really done or kicked out of.
Now, yeah, I don't know if we have a camera angle showing kind of the ceiling height of the Friendship Center here, but he was close to the roof there, and that's got to be a couple 100 feet at least.
Yeah, Data's toes were tickling thereafter. It was terrifying.
It seems like the folks at home who were kind of against Shrek are kind of coming around it now.
Well, when you see a match like that where the dominance and the technical skill, the sass, the flair, it's all there, and they come together to win. It's hard to not like the guy.
It's hard, you know? I've kind of been on board since the beginning, like I was saying, but I'm glad everybody else is coming around. And Ogarim, I'm sorry about your brackets busted. It's hard to predict these matches. No one really knows who's going to win.
Buffy versus Jeff. What do you got to say right now, Andrew?
This is going to be another close one. Jeff's definitely maybe going to try for some more submission holds. Buffy's got that leg power and that grit. So it's really anyone's match here.
Citruspear saying that Buffy might turn Jeff to dust in this match. I wouldn't be surprised. She showed some ferocity. To pin like Dakota Ibushi is no small feat. Though to pin Nyla Rose is also no small feat. Both these competitors have earned their spot in this round.
Absolutely, and you're thinking about which of the winners of this match is gonna go up against Shrek. I think whoever can prove themselves here will have a good chance. I could see both of them giving Shrek a run for his money.
It's true. It's true.
Rafi, thank you for joining us, and feel free to come back later on.
Absolutely, Rafi. Thank you.
Oh, a hard knee strike from Jeff from the, I believe he picked that one up in Survivor Thailand, studying some Muay Thai.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're the arm breaker from Pearl Islands, a well-known pirate-style fighting technique.
Not giving up. Buffy's gotten some huge hits in, but Jeff is giving it right back. Now, one thing we should speak to is the fatigue that must be setting in for these wrestlers. I mean, they already wrestled once tonight. Buffy not even that long ago. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about who can take this.
Absolutely, and it'll definitely come into play with the finals match, with the wrestlers having wrestled that additional time. And I'm just really excited to see whoever hoists that FWF belt tonight, and know that they really earned it.
Absolutely. Quick pin from Jeff there, and he almost actually gets it on there. Could it be he maybe just caught Buffy a little bit off, maybe a little bit dazed? I'm glad she found her way out of that. That'd be a quick match.
That would have been a quick win for Probst. One of the biggest upsets in Survivor history.
Key Dark 410. Jeff better start hunting for that immunity idol in the ring. I love it. Unfortunately, we have not hid any immunity idols tonight, so Jeff can't be saved by the necklace.
And we've told you that, but the talent in the ring does not know that, so don't be surprised if you do see him go around digging under there later on.
Yeah, it's part of his being. It's in his fibers. Jeff with the elevated DDT again. He's been going that move quite a bit. And I think that's maybe what's helping keep these counts so close to 3 so quick on in this match. He's doing a lot of work on the head. Disturbing to watch, but it's just intelligent wrestling. Oh, and he's just doing what I would call a pin dive off the top. Over and over and over, 3 in a row. Jeff is showing no boundaries.
Even having time to clap after the first 2, but Buffy just getting right up. Oh, and hitting with an eye gouge, but who knows really what kind of move that was, or where Jeff picked that one up. It kind of looked like he may have invented it.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of looked like me at the community pool, jumping off the top diving board, pin dive every time. Safest way to hit the water.
Safest way in. Not safe for Buffy, though.
No, not at all.
But she's answering with some of her own offense here.
Oh my goodness! And he worked himself into it. I don't know what it was. It was a quick series of moves. It was non-stop. Elevated DDT, scoop slams, the pin drops, and he gets a quick win over Buffy. That was a bit shocking to me.
I agree. That was a true surprise, and I guess Jeff's probably feeling good, but I think Buffy feels like really just let it slip through her fingers there.
Doobie Man, worst finals ever. Yes, it is the 2 wrestlers that Doobie Man stated that he hated. Sorry, Doobie Man. We're surprised as you to see finals, but it's what it is.
I'm sorry, Doobie Man, that your favorite of our wrestling talent that couldn't make it to this finals match tonight for the FWF Championship, the inaugural champion. Shrek versus Buffy Event. I mean Jeff Probst.
I'm sitting here sandbagging. Can you confirm for me thinking about what the
I just reached over and my hand is completely soaked, and we are just having a hard time. We're having some audio difficulties. The crowd is just roaring as the bell rings and the fight starts.
Now this is big, people. I can't say enough about how this will crown our champion, our first ever FWF champion. They worked hard, they made it here, they got here. We'll see what happens from here on.
And I know the folks at home are probably just like sweating as well, wondering what is going to happen.
Jeff with a quick pin, not even a 1 count on that. You gotta do more to put down the ogre.
No, and no one's really tested Shrek's ability to kick out. You know, he's been in control of both of his matches so far. So, I don't blame Jeff for trying, but both of those early pin attempts are just laughed at by Shrek.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that you don't want, and it's to get an ogre angry.
Absolutely, we've seen it. We've seen the downfall of countless villains, or maybe I think 4 villains in the Shrek series who have endured that wrath, and 2 competitors tonight in the FWF as well.
Yeah. Now, Shrek going back to the well again, and in Shrek's world, the well isn't full of water, Andrew. It's full of low blows, apparently. And he's just scooping out as many as he can out of that well. Repeated low blows, and you know what? He's been getting the win, so it's hard to argue.
It's true, and I know I said that atmosphere in that dressing room was, I likened it to a party earlier, just real friendship on display there, but I've gotta wonder, kind of, afterwards, it's gonna be the same thing when they're all, oh, the somebody slam.
And Andrew, our first kick out of a body slam that I've ever seen. Jeff
That's the only one, however. I am beyond impressed with Jeff's endurance after that body slam. He's got to really turn on the jets if he's going to turn it around though.
Shrek starting to sort of gain his signature mid-match control here, and he hits a spear, something Data unfortunately could never do in this tournament. And another body slam. Shrek's now dragging
a second
Jeff's lifeless looking body into the middle of the ring, but he can't get the pin.
Now that is incredible. If anyone has been worthy to call themselves a sole survivor, I think Jeff Probst has earned that right tonight after kicking out of 2 back-to-back almost body slams.
Jeff Probst will quite literally do anything, whatever it takes, to make sure that his torch does not get snuffed tonight.
It's true, and in Survivor, fire represents life, but in wrestling, not getting pinned represents life.
True.
So, I think
Shrek with another 1-foot nonchalant pin, and he's not going to get it that way. Shrek, let's see some elevation. Let's see the leg lift. Is his confidence going to come back to bite him in this one? I don't know.
Maybe, because I'm surprised he still underestimates Jeff's will to win this match after kicking out of those 2 body slams.
We got a back-to-back 5-star frog splash. That's not a good look for Jeff. He looks very motionless as Shrek dragged him into the middle of the ring yet again.
Just driving the face and sternum down onto the mat.
Jeff with a quick pin attempt, and he's not going to get it. It's a 1-2, and you're through.
He must have seen something we didn't there, where he saw Shrek go down hard after that missed spear attempt and thought, hey, maybe this is my moment.
Absolutely. I mean, and if you're on the ground with Jeff Probst, you're expecting to get put in a submission, right? Him throwing a pin out there might be a little bit of a shakeup that people just aren't expecting and ready for. And a David Lee Roth splits jump from the top from Jeff Probst, and it doesn't look like he hit it clean. Ended up doing a little bit more harm to himself than he did to Shrek. So we'll try the pin again.
Maybe he was thinking Shrek was going to stand up a little earlier and he was going to get his head in the scissors there, but kicked out at 2.9.
This is one of the hardest hitting matches I've ever seen in my life, Andrew.
That's what I was going to do. Let alone just our tournament here today, but across professional wrestling as a whole, this display of these two previously non-wrestlers really makes you think that maybe coming at it from that angle is the way to do it. It's there.
Yeah, why devote your life to wrestling when you can devote it to TV and film and then come in and still dominate, you know?
Absolutely. You know, you have the best of both worlds. Yeah, and that was definitely a rope break. There's the kind of thing that lack of wrestling experience shows there. His pin drop.
The pin drop he's been using it, and he's not afraid to use it, I'll say that. Doobie Man is here, horny for Shrek now. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, his in-ring personality is sassy, but it's lovable. Key Dark 410, why Shrek spank his butt? That's that signature sass we were talking about there. He does it with a little bit of flair, and he likes to toy with his opponent. You know, he's got a bit of a psychological edge as well as a physical edge, and we're going to see him go below the belt yet again, twice in a row. Is he doing it now? Jeff Probst saluting America there, I guess. I don't know, saluting survivors. Interesting. Oh my! Oh! It is a shocking turn of events.
I cannot believe that. But Jeff Probst has walked away, the first ever FWF champion, the inaugural champion.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have words on it. I don't think the folks here at the Friendship Center do either. That was incredible. He came out of nowhere, kicked out of 2 somebody slams, and came back with just his own offense, kind of in bits and pieces, but it was clearly enough to wear down the ogre.
Wow, Jeff, I mean, my pick coming out of the gate, but when I saw how the bracket unfolded and how Shrek made it to the finals, I was starting to doubt, you know? But he prevailed. He survived, as the chat is saying. He is the sole survivor tonight, and he is the first ever FWF champion.
So congratulations to Jeff and all of his friends and family watching at home. We're sorry to all of the other competitors in the tournament, but you will be seeing much more of them on future FWF broadcasts.
And here he is, soaking it all in. Mr. Victory himself, Jeff Probst.
There he is, a tournament winner, a champion, and the sole survivor of the FWF Meet Cute Night 1 Inaugural Championship.
The fans are in hysterics here. We're getting boos. We're getting I've never been so upset. Listen, guys, this is how it shook out. Can we say that we're happy? Of course. A champion was crowned. Does it matter who it was in the end? I guess to you it does. To me, I'm proud. I'm happy that we've given ourselves a winner here. But what a tournament! What a showing from all the roster tonight.
Absolutely, and for those fans dissatisfied with the new champion, look forward to him defending on the next broadcast of FWF.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's no such thing as a dormant champion in FWF. We got fighting champions here. Jeff will be ready to put it on the line.
Absolutely, and I know that kind of goes in line with his own personal philosophy that he wouldn't have it any other way. He wants to defend and keep playing and showing that he's the best.
Great question, Key Dark 410. Next week, we will be looking at our first tag team matches. Andrew, are we crowning a tag team champion next week on our first weekly episode of FWF? Our first non-paper.
We will be crowning our first tag team champions, as well as seeing a title defense from Jeff Probst and the debut of some new talent, including Dennis Rodman.
Absolutely, guys. We can't thank you enough for joining us on this maiden voyage. You hopped on the boat with us. Thank you.
Yes, thanks. Thank you so much for being here and putting up with our difficulties at the beginning. We're more than happy to have you, so please, stay connected and stay tuned for future broadcasts of this amazing new sports association.
Doobie Man asking for FWF merch. It's night one. We'll have to see what happens. You want promo videos, you want pay-per-view, you want a website. Doobie Man, just wait till you see what the future holds, okay? We love you. We're here to serve.
We have a lot of exciting content planned. We're going to try to get this first broadcast up on YouTube so you can share it with your friends and we can get even more fans here for the next installation of the Friendship Wrestling Federation.
Thank you to all, and a final look here at your FWF champion. We'll see you back next week for our first episode of weekly television.
Cannot wait. We'll see you then.
Thanks, guys. Goodbye.